Well then, guys, it's that time again. Time for another Train Sim Classic 2024 edition, which is basically just the same game for the last decade plus, however the hell long. We're getting 2024 edition. Not only that, but a subscription option for Railworks Train Sim Classic. It's a bit of a shock. The community is already up in arms, as they should be. It's, some people are fine with it. That's cool. But it is a shock nonetheless. And I never thought this would happen to Train Sim Classic, but I did think it would happen to Train Sim World. And I believe it still will. In fact, this may be sort of a testing ground or guinea pig introduction as to see how it does, and then of course maybe inject it into Train Sim World. So the 2024 edition, generally in the past when we got a new edition, we got what, at least like one new route, right? I don't even remember the last several, honestly, but this time you get absolutely nothing. Of course you're going to get multiple editions, but this time you're simply going to get North Wales Coast, Bonstreck, Riesa, Dresden, the Northeast Corridor, Washington, D.C. to Baltimore, and the LGV Marseille Avignon, which was pulled and then put on the store. It went through a whole thing. So nothing new. Now, the deluxe edition, okay, which is obviously going to cost more money, is going to give you an ancient GG1, okay? I mean, they're cool for what they are, but holy shit, guys. Ancient. So that's going to be for the Washington, D.C. to Baltimore route. And then the DVBR 411 Ice-T, which again, I think is fairly ancient. And then there's Mittenwald Bond as well. I forgot to add that. That's part of it, Mittenwald Bond. So none of those routes are new. None of these locomotives are new. Now, the LNER Peppercorn Class A2, I think that is somewhat new-ish. Not new. It's just so uninspiring. There's really nothing going on here. And then, of course, we have got the rail subscription. So let's go ahead and click the FAQ. So, of course, along with the basic 2024, is you don't have to buy it, okay? Just for those that may be a bit confused with what's going on, you do not have to buy this unless you want the routes within bundled in a decent price versus, $39 a pop. So you don't have to buy it, but traditionally you get a core update, as it says here, free core update, with, I feel like I read somewhere just a moment ago, some performance enhancements and fixes and things like that. So probably not too much. Now, a lot of us know, of course, Train Sim Classic has been in a beta phase, and it's effectively broken the game numerous times. It even broke the game for people that didn't enroll in the beta. One day, people woke up and their entire installs of Train Sim Classic, not signed up in the beta, mind you, their games were just trashed. They lost pretty much everything. And this made me put my install via Steam on hold, so it gets no free updates. And then, of course, I started backing up all my files because Train Sim Classic with mods and enhancements and third-party stuff, it's like a job. Taking care of it all and curating it, so on and so forth. So anyway, they have managed to break things numerous times. There's no telling what the hell is going to happen with this. So, of course, we'll see with that. So it says what's included. Again, it's very vague. This whole article is very vague. Of course, I'm sure we'll know more details in the future. It tells you all about Train Sim if you don't happen to know what it is, the routes that come with, yada. So standard price is $30. The deluxe edition is $40. Jesus. And it tells you if you need it or if you don't need it or if you want it, blah, blah, blah. I'll link this down below if you want to go and read it for yourself. But the rail subscription, that's why we're here, right, guys? I normally don't make these kind of gotcha, upcoming, look at this type videos. But I felt like this was sort of a decent topic to try and talk about with you guys. So, of course, after all this, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to see what some of you guys think about this whole thing. But a rail subscription, is basically a freaking battle pass. It's a game pass. This is basically trains with a Z now. It's that whole thing, right? So, of course, it does say that it is optional, right? So it says you get access to the base game with curated routes and locomotives, whatever the hell that means, for a low price. Now, I already found the price. It's down here. It's down here somewhere. It comes out to like $12 a month. Yep. It was actually right under where I was. I'm an idiot. So about £9 a month, about 12 and change American Freedom units per month. So just another subscription, because we don't already have 1 million subscriptions, right? I mean, Netflix, Hulu, you know, whatever, all kinds of stuff out there. So another subscription. They are definitely trying to do that. Dovetail knows no bounds. Dovetail gonna dovetail. They always gonna dovetail. Jesus Christ, a subscription. Anyway, so it includes access to the base Train Sim Classic game, and then routes and DLC, and they will be revealed soon. My guess is there's not going to be that many, and it's going to be either third-party developers that have agreed to be in this snafu, or it's just simply going to be Dovetail Games stuff primarily, whether they made it or it's under their herald or whatever. Because Washington, Baltimore, you know, Dovetail didn't make that. They put their name on it because it was a bunch of different devs. And they didn't know what kind of name to put, so they just figured, hey, we put it under Dovetail. People think, okay, it's cool, I'll get it. So stuff like that. There's no telling what it's going to include. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. Not much. So, and what they'll try to do to keep you on the subscription for as long as possible is they'll drip feed you, right? Little drip drops of content. So like 1 month, you know, you'll get this route and then a loco pack to go with it. Next month, this route, a loco pack to go with it, because they want to keep you on it, right? They want to keep you going. Oh, what's going to come out next week? You know, it's like a friggin' battle pass for a lot of your FPS type games. So it says you do not need to own it, obviously. So the good thing about this, I guess there is some silver lining here, is if you don't have Train Sim Classic or you're interested in trying it out, you could try this. I'll be honest, I do a lot of this with Xbox Game Pass stuff, and I play for an hour or two, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't buy that, you know, type of thing, and then I'll get rid of Xbox Game Pass, etc. So it is good in that regard, unless, of course, they hook you, you know. They're like a pusher. They hook you. You're like, man, I need some more of that, and you want all this content. You're like, man, well, look at this fresh content one day, so you gotta unhook your credit card from the account. You can't pay for a subscription any longer. All that stuff is gone. It's gone. You do not own it. And it explains that here. So it will disappear like most subscription-based services. So you will not own it. The other thing that I'm curious about with this is, say you do get it, and you've got mods and enhancements and things like that. Is this going to be locked down in some sort of way where you cannot mod a particular thing? It's going to be interesting to see how that is, because a lot of people mod their stuff. Hell, I can't imagine firing up Train Sim Classic in the last 4 years plus without using something that's got some sort of mod, whether it be a weather enhancement or a track pack, you know, a sound enhancement, something. So who knows if that, you know, is going to be messed with. So it talks about, you don't need to own it, obviously. If you do own it, you can still subscribe to the rail subscription, blah, blah. Any DLC you own for Train Simulator will remain in your Steam library with no changes. For example, if you own a route or loco that's included in the sub, you can access this as normal, and that will remain in your Steam library. So that's if you bought it, not subscription. There's going to be a space where you can manage it, obviously. And then here it obviously says, if you decide to end your rail sub, you'll no longer be able to access any Train Sim content you do not own previously. So it talks about no change to, you know, the game on the Steam store, so on and so forth. This is wild. I am kind of shocked that they announced this, that they're like, who came up with this friggin' idea, man? Like I said, it may be good for new folks, but I'm still worried they're going to trash the game like they did previously. where a lot of people were affected. And I'm in the boat now, and I have been for a couple years, where if something happens to my install, I'm done with Train Sim Classic because I have so many mods and enhancements and just shit you can't even get anymore that I don't even have saved, on any kind of external hard drive anywhere, that I'm not going to go through it all to reinstall all this stuff and hunt it down because I've done it twice before. And 3 strikes, you're out, I guess they say. So there's a little video up here. It's basically nothing but a very blah trailer. Well, it was on the last page. Very blah trailer of, the routes that you'll get as part of the Train Sim Classic 2024. Jesus H, man. I can't believe they're doing this. You know what's coming for Train Sim World. They're just, Dovetail Games is just, I swear they're getting scummier by the day. And of course, you can't blanket statement that, people that work there, lower level, what have you. It's a job. It pays a light bill, right? But you've got these a-holes that sit up top and decide this kind of stuff. And we know who a lot of them are. Won't name any names, point any fingers. We all, most of us know who that is. And plus they're on board with that French publishing company now who may have a hand in things as far as stuff going like this. But wow. Subscription for Train Sim Classic. This is it, guys. I just wanted to bring this to your attention just in case you didn't know about it. And I want to know what the hell you think about it. So let me know in the comment below. I'm excited to see what some people think about this. Or maybe if you have any extra additional information that I or others do not have. Let's just see what's what. But that's it, guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye.